Okay, hopefully I don't mess this up. Oh shit. Parts are falling everywhere! Okay, hopefully I don't mess this up.
I got faith in you.
But if I do mess it up, it's gonna cost me $1,000?
No pressure, right?
$2,000? No, $7,000.
2, 7. What's the difference?
Polish these now? Bullshit.
What was that?
Parts are falling everywhere!
But that was like a delayed reaction.
Oh. It was because it's, I see what it is. See that one sliding?
Do you know what BMW calls for?
What do you mean?
What they suggest to use it?
I do not, because there's literally no information about it anyway.
Oh, that's correct, because you're supposed to just go buy a whole new transmission.
What? No way.
Doubted the mighty impact?
Wow.
That didn't seem like it wanted to go at first, but...
So the transmission is half pulled apart, so to speak. We pulled the bell housing out. There's a couple bearings in the bell housing. This is just what is that? I don't know what that is, but this slides in there, and this has 2 pins and 4 spacers or washers that slide around the pins, and they just fall out if you don't tape them up together. So that'll be a little challenging to make sure that all gets back in there. But now we're gonna pull the output shaft thingamabob. What is this thing? What would you call that?
It's a flange, maybe?
Flange, output shaft flange. I don't know. So we got a pulley puller. We had to get some longer bolts to make it work. So we're gonna try and pull that off now, so we can hopefully separate the transmission here, because if we tried to separate the transmission by pulling it this way, we would have to remove this bearing, inner bearing race here that goes to the ball bearings there, and all the gears there, and all of the gears there, which actually probably would be pretty easy because it just looks like a C-clamp, but actually maybe that bearing race is held on by a clamp. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's got to be pressed on there, so that's not coming off unless we cut it off. That would be my guess.
There's always a way.
And there are no parts available for this transmission anywhere, so not gonna pull that apart. All we're trying to do is just reseal this with some RTV there, reseal it with some RTV there, because it's been leaking, and then replace the seal here on the bell housing, the seal here on the output shaft. So input shaft seal, output shaft seal, and then this shifter seal here as well. So let's see if we can pull it apart, and hopefully it doesn't get all messed up. There it is. That wasn't so bad. So there's the output shaft seal. Which runs along that.
That's interesting. Almost looks like dry glue or something.
Okay, so the bell housing is cleaned up, ready to press out that bearing, and the transmission itself is all cleaned up. I only separated it yay far because I don't know what's going to happen if I separate it more, honestly, and I'm a little afraid to find out. So that's just gonna get some RTV squeezed in the side there, and then we will seal it back together. Same thing over here, RTV around the perimeter, seal it back together. This output shaft seal is being replaced, and the input shaft seal, not the bearing, which I just said before, the input shaft seal, that seal is going to be replaced as well. I got a bearing or a bushing press that I believe fits right in there. I'm gonna give it a little whack and see. That worked. You just need a 5-pound mallet. And this seal is going to be a little more difficult to pull out, I think, because I can't access it from the back like I just did right there. So that we will do tomorrow. I quite honestly think that shit's just gonna fly everywhere. So, yep.